I have with me here Miss Devashti Ramdin. She just gave birth to a beautiful 1 month old baby girl at the $6.6 billion Bath Regional Hospital. And you must know that the Bath Regional Hospital was commissioned 1 month before elections last year. We don't have no specialized equipment. We don't have well-trained doctors. We have a shortage of doctors throughout this country because most of our doctors and healthcare workers, they're leaving for greener pastures, meaning for better salaries. The salaries that they're paying our healthcare workers, it's a pittance. $600 a month, $700 a month. Some work for even less. So it's hard to survive on those salaries. But thanks to Almighty God that your daughter, your 1 month daughter, survived the hardships and the nightmare that you went through at the Bath Hospital, at the Enmore Hospital, then to the West Dem Hospital.
Yes.
So to my fellow brothers and sisters, the PPP government, they love to boast about health care and how much trillions and billions they spend on health care. But it's just big buildings you're seeing. When you go into the buildings, our brothers and sisters, especially the poor ones, they have to pray to God that if they will come out there alive.
Yes.
And I'm sure the president, the vice president, or none of the ministers, their wives or close family members won't go there to deliver a baby. Balwansing, you're right. So, Miss Ramdin, please let us know exactly what transpired. And another thing, I'm investigating right now. I heard over 5 newborn babies die at the Bath Regional Hospital between June to July. Over 5. I'm trying to get the information to meet with these mothers. Why is it that the government, they're hiding these things from the nation? These are important matters. We need to address these issues. We cannot allow for our population, for newborn babies to die. Not with all the technology we have in the world today. So, Ms. Ramdin, let us hear your story, please.
Okay, sir. So, on the 8th of July, I gave birth to my daughter through C-section. Reason why for me having a C-section is on the 7th of July, 12:45, I passed sign to get baby, and the closest hospital that I could reach was Bath Regional Hospital. I went there. I went in with 2 cm dilated, and they keep me the next day until 11 o'clock. Every time they come and they check me, they say I'm only 3 cm, 3 cm, 3 cm, not moving, not processing. I was in very, very pain. Anyways, my relative was outside. My mother see one of the surgical doctor, and she begged him to just go inside and see what happened, if I'm processing or anything. When the doctor came inside, he asked the midwife how much cm I was. She said 3. I came in with 2 last night, and I have 3 now. He said, okay, fine. He wanted to examine me himself. When I go in the bed and he examined me, I was 5 cm dilated. He said, this young lady is 5 cm dilated. Why you say she's 3? And something is wrong, that her baby already passed feces inside of her. He asked the midwife how you didn't recover that as well. She said she didn't know. Anyways, he said to me that it's an emergency case and he have to prep me for C-section. So I said, okay, doc, no problem, go ahead. He went in, he clipped my water bag. He showed me that baby mess run out. I saw that. I said, okay. He prepped me. We went into the surgery room. I lay down, and surgery room, halfway dead, halfway alive. You could see what's going on. So while he was doing my surgery, he was questioning me. We were gaffing, on a simple conversation. He told me, Ramdin, baby is here. When my daughter screamed, she cried, perfect, everything. He bring her next to me. I saw my daughter, and they carry her away to prepare her to see her relative outside, which was my mother, my mommy, and my husband. Anyways, around 3 o'clock I gave birth. Around 4:35, they clean me up and they carry me back to recovery room. When I went back into recovery room, my baby was already there next to the bed. They put me onto the bed. My baby was right next to me in a bassinet. I could see her. I could touch her if I put my hand over like this, right? She's very close. So I discovered a medical cap on her hands. So I asked the midwife, why is there a medical cap on my daughter's hand? So she told me that her baby passed feces in me and she had an infection. So they're treating her for the infection. So I said, okay, nurse, and that was it. Around 4 o'clock in the morning, baby start crying. So when baby start crying now, I call on the midwife several times. I call, there was no response. After that, I know that my baby, something is wrong. Is either her pampers was wet or either my child was hungry. Although there was numbness in my feet, my upper body part can still move. I tried with my two hands to push my upper body up, to brace my back on the bed, just to collect my daughter. Anyways, I tried, I pushed myself up, I stretched forward and reached my daughter. I breastfeed her, she feed, and she was sleeping. I take 2 videos and send it to my husband. That was, one video was 4 o'clock, and then 4:45, she started playing. She was very active, was making, smiling, coozing, things like that. So I sent the video to him. Anyways, baby ended up and she sleep next to me because I can't able to put her back, right? 6 o'clock in the morning, baby start crying. So I call back again on one of the midwife and one of them come in. When she come in, I said, Narcy, please check my baby, see if she mess or see if you can put she back in she bassinet. And me tell she that me pick she up 4 o'clock and me breastfeed she. She said, okay. She check baby, she clean baby's skin. She said, baby, okay. She put back baby in her bassinet. Another midwife came in and she said, Ramdin, you and your baby gonna go ward. That baby is okay, you is okay. But baby still taking she treatment. So I said, okay, nurse. I asked her what time we could go into the ward. She said 7 o'clock. So right there and then I call my husband and I tell her that me and baby I go ward 7 o'clock that y'all could come and see baby. So he said, okay. The midwife that tell me that, she come wrong and to give me my medication. I was taking fluids. So she come now, she gave me a small baby syringe, right? With a small medication inside. So she gave me that and she go around to the other side to give my daughter her medication. But her medication was different from mine because my medication was smaller. Her syringe was large and have more medication inside, right? Now when she gave the child the medication, before she gave her, I said, Narcy, this is baby medication? She said, yes. So I said, okay. I said to myself, you know, they are nurses, they know what they're doing. She gave the baby the medication with a full pace. She didn't give the child a little bit and rub the child's hand and then give she back a little bit, you know, as a baby. No, she didn't. She gave the child at a full pace. All I saw was the 2 legs of my child went up in the air. Her hands were up in the air. She made one loud scream and she mouth open. Baby was freeze. My child was not responding after receiving that medication. When she saw that now, and she see what she did, I start hollering and I start crying. I said, nurse, what you do to me, baby? What you do to me, baby? She said to me, she don't know. And she start get like this flight is stupidity, we call it, right?
Yeah.
She collect the baby now, turn over the baby on her back and start tapping the baby hard for respond. The child not responding. After she see that, she call a doctor. A Cuban doctor rushed into the room, collect the baby, collect the nurse, and they went straight into the labor room and locked the door. The labor room was like couple steps away from me. Anyways, the next midwife was in the room with me. She said, start praying. Or we start pray. So I start pray with her. She started giving me courage. So I said, Narcy, that you know what happened? I want to see my baby. That me get something, feelings that my baby is not okay. I want to see my baby. Help me get up. She said, okay. She come and she helped me get up. I take little bit step. knock on the door. When I knock on the door, I said, "Doctor, please let me in. That me want to see my baby. That my baby is not okay. That I just now saw what happened to my baby. My baby freeze in front of me. Please, me want to know what happened to my baby." And then he said, "How I cannot give you any information right now, but baby is okay and she is fine. And if anything, I'm gonna tell you back later." And he closed the door. Not up to today, that doctor didn't see me back or tell me back anything. After that, I went back on the bed. I called my husband and I tell him what happened, what I saw, and what they did. He and my mother-in-law and my mommy, they come to the hospital. When my mother-in-law come inside to reach one of the doctors and ask them what happened to your granddaughter, they tell her to stay outside and wait outside. That they can't give no information right now. Right? She keep on,
Right there.
yes. She keep on asking them that me want to see my grandbaby, me want to know what happened to my grandbaby. That how y'all can't give me no information. That the child, something wrong with the child. They tell my mother to wait outside. Anyways, my husband go in, they told my husband the same thing. Now a couple minutes after, my mother end up and she see the doctor. When she go and reach the doctor now, the doctor turn and tell she that how baby okay, baby fine, nothing to worry about. So she said okay. The doctor coming back the room, went back straight into labor room. Come out back now, go outside, reach my mother and tell my mother how baby is critical and how they don't have any more medication to give her, that they will have to transfer us to Enmore Hospital.
No, hold on. So you heard there, no medication to give a 2-day-old baby
Yes,
at Bath Regional Hospital.
yes,
So the 2-day-old baby had to be transferred to Enmore,
yes, correct.
despite billions of dollars allocated for our brothers and sisters to get free health care, free medication. Yet, no medication for a 2-day-old baby.
Right. Yeah, so they tell my relative that, and then my husband called me and he said, "You know what happened? You gotta go to Enmore." I asked him why. He said, "And I get more medication for give baby, and we gotta make it fast because baby is critical." I said, "Okay." They send out an ambulance. When they send out an ambulance now, the ambulance they're in front of the hospital, waiting for me and baby to come downstairs. Nobody not making a preparation to bring down me and my daughter. And she have to reach to Enmore Hospital before 4 o'clock. She have to get the ventilator before 4 o'clock. So anyways,
no ventilator at Bath.
no ventilator at Bath. Anyways, we come down. When we come down now, 1 hour take the ambulance to left the hospital. My child was in there. I was in there. The driver for the ambulance, I don't know what he was doing. Anyways, my husband said, "How sorry, you have to make a move. That my child is critical. That this ambulance got to left now. Make a move now." Anyways, he come in the ambulance. We left and we go to Enmore. When we reach at Enmore, sir, they carry my baby into the NICU. So the paper that they sent us with was written that she have to get medication for infection. So the doctor read the paper and she said, okay, she start treating the child for the infection. While treating the child now, she discovered that the baby come with a bad seizure. The baby had a seizure from Bath Hospital and they send the child here without saying on the paper that the child had a seizure. They only state that the child have an infection. Now they stop treating her for the infection and start speed up for the seizure because the brain, it was already losing blood. The blood will start cut off from the brain. Now, but Enmore, they don't have any more ventilator. They had two and all two take up space. They don't have any more. They try call public don't have any space. She said the only thing is we have to rush to West Demerara. Now they have to transfer me and my baby. I had a cut. I had to go through, punish and go through for that piece of time.
1 second. So viewers, in Region 5, they built a $6.6 billion regional hospital for the people of Region 5. Now, our fellow Guyanese from Region 5 gotta come till to Region 4, then to Region 3. to receive health care. So therefore the system is failing.
Yes.
Continue, please.
So after we left Enmore, we ended up and we went to West Dem. We reached at 10 o'clock in the night. We went there. They rushed me.
baby?
Yes, with baby and me. They rushed baby into the NICU. They had the ventilator. They put my daughter under the ventilator. They started treating her, everything. I was in there. We spent 2 weeks there. 2 weeks, 4 days. Baby slightly start recover. She start recover. She start recover. She start feeling better. Last 2 weeks, we get discharged and we came home. When we came home, 2 days after, I went back at Bath Regional Hospital to collect my clinic yard and my baby discharge card, because without her discharge card, she cannot join clinic, right? I went there. When I went there, they gave me baby discharge card. They said my clinic yard is nowhere to be seen and nowhere to be found.
Misplaced.
Yes, it was misplaced. I turned and tell the midwife, I said, Narcy, I gave birth here 2 weeks ago. And you tell me by the time 2 weeks ago my clinic yard disappeared? That I need my clinic yard. And mind me, the child mothers and that give birth with me on the same day, all of their clinic yard are there. But my clinic yard is not there. They collect my number. They say whenever they find it, they're gonna call me. Up to a day like today, no call, no respond, nothing at all. And the same day I went and collect the clinic yard, 2 baby dies.
We witnessed one, and the Saturday when we went in West Dem, the Saturday one.
Yep.
Wow.
So you witnessed one?
Yep. The mother was coming out from the wheelchair and she was crying with her bags in her hand. And while she was crying, her mother told her that don't worry, that God know why he take this one, you're gonna get back one more. So that to my logic tell me that your baby died. Yes, and she was crying.
Baby discharge card, the
yes.
vaccine.
When baby born, they gave her the BCG vaccine and they didn't put it on the card.
And baby supposed to go clinic.
Yeah, she's supposed to go clinic to get back the same BCG vaccine because it didn't state on the card. So when my midwife called, midwife said call the hospital and ask them if baby collect the vaccine. So when I went now and asked them that if baby collect the vaccine, them say yes. So me say if she collected vaccine, why is not stated on the card?
They said
why?
They told you that they don't have the badge number.
They don't have the badge number.
About?
Yes.
They give the baby the BCG and then write it on the clinic.
Yeah, the card. When I show them now, the next day when I go back from my clinic yard, I carry back, she tell me to carry back the card. When I carry back the card, then she write in the badge number and everything that baby received the BCG vaccine. Yeah. So if that had been stated on the card and me been carry my child again, when next dose of BCG vaccine she gonna get, and I don't know what happened with my child again. I can't say.
System.
Yeah. I really need this matter here to sort out.
You can't ask a question, you can't do nothing.
The haggish, really rude and haggish, and they especially the midwives, I'm saying this, especially the midwife, they acting as like if they are the doctors. Any relative come to find out about the mother or the baby, they can't give information, they can't tell you this, they can't tell you that. Yeah. You gotta see the doctor.
No, the doctor not tell you nothing.
Yeah. You have to beg them. You have to beg them to just to see a patient.
Did you guys reach out to anyone concerning the clinic card and the hardships that you face at the hospital?
Yes, my husband, he messaged Dr. What the name of her?
Vidya Prasad.
Dr. Vidya Prasad.
Which Vidya?
Dr. Vidya Prasad in
Vidya Prasad.
Oh, minister?
Yes.
I messaged she said that
He have the message on his phone.
There's a minister.
Yeah, that's
Minister of Human
yeah.
Services.
Yeah.
I send this. You send you this already, right? I don't know if she read it thorough, but that was she said. I message back.
No respond,
Nothing.
anything, nothing.
Until now, nothing.
Yeah. Nothing. Yeah.
So you spent 2 weeks
Yeah, 2 week, four
at
days.
at West End Hospital,
Yes.
and you are from Region 5,
Yes, cotton tree.
Cotton Tree, West Coast
Yes.
Berbice,
Yes.
and your family them had to travel from
You, you
Cotton
got
Tree.
Vindy number in your phone?
Uh-huh.
I just want to make sure this is the right number, the young man message.
Tell us, who is anybody going to help you guys or helped you before with your transportation every
No,
day, your
No,
family?
every
Tell
no,
us about that. How many
nothing,
days?
nothing.
No, this is more important because he
Yeah.
messaged the minister. She promised to look into it. So I want to know if this is indeed the number of Minister Vindia. That's 623-4710.
No, I have 600-2009.
Okay.
But that sounds like her number too.
Well, who you get this number from?
on the internet.
Oh, this must be the hotline number?
The ministry number.
The ministry, okay. But still, it's the system. The system failing the people of this country. Anything you want to say? No matter.
I want people to understand the hardship, and I'm now understanding that the Minister of Human Services, who has responsibility for women's affairs, is aware of the hardship that this mother would have gone through and did not provide any solution.
No, nothing, nothing.
More than that, the Minister of Human Services is a medical doctor and should have known what has happened and provide some kind of feedback. For 2 weeks and more, your relatives had to be traveling from
Region 5
Cotton
to
Tree, Region 5 to Region 3
Yeah.
every single day.
Yeah, and it's very, sometimes they stay in the bus because they don't really have relative up here. 2-3 days.
No,
they
that's an
spend.
important point.
Yeah.
2.5 hours to drive to come, 2.5 to go back.
Yeah. Every single day.
Yeah.
And it is not because they want to do this every day. It is their loved one and a newborn baby. This is the first baby for the mother. Everybody wants to know that the baby and the mother is okay. But how could we not have services in Region 5 or even Region 4 to take care of the baby? The mother had to stay because the baby had to stay
Yeah.
to get treatment. The hardship incurred, and I hear that the baby grandmother said that she's a single parent.
Yeah, she is.
And she had to take that burden because she got to go to the hospital every day to ensure that she daughter okay.
Yeah.
You right? And the daughter-in-law is okay. Who is going to take that expense? Vindhya Prasad, the Minister of Human Services, is supposed to reach out back to you guys and at least provide some kind of financial relief. Every day you got 2.5 hours to get to Region 3, and then you wait for visiting hours, and then you're dead and you wait till 4 o'clock again for another
Yeah.
visitor, and then you go home till night time, and every day for 2 weeks
Yeah.
and more you do that every day.
Every day. Yeah.
When the hospital just a 10 minutes drive
Away, yeah.
away from your house that is supposed to provide the service for you. You know, Bath Regional Hospital, there has been so many complaints in that hospital. 2 weeks, mid-July, I had so many complaints about the doctors and the nurses that they brought from India, and they're at the hospital there. They can hardly speak English.
Yeah.
But the doctors themselves are complaining that they're not being paid. They brought them here because we don't have enough nurses for the hospital. So they brought those people. They can't speak proper English, so they can't communicate with the patients. The patients don't really understand what they're saying. And above all of that, they're treating them in such inhumane way. They're not giving them back money. They're holding their passports. They're holding them in a place not far from the hospital. The whole management system of the hospital needs a revamping. We can't have just a big 6 point too much $billion structure and there's no proper service inside. Every year, billions of dollars go into Ministry of Health,
Hundreds of.
and we can't have proper service. And this is the first baby for this family. What kind of impression you're leaving with them? How can they believe you when you say that you're offering so, state of the art medical services?
State of the art when this mother had to leave Region 5 to Region 4, then to Region 3.
True. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And when the Region 5, $6.6 billion hospital, in a medication for a 2-day-old baby.
Yeah.
Is that the state of the art?
Yeah. And she outlined a lot of issues in that whole 24 hours leaving, what happened at Bath, what happened at Enmore, and how she ended up at Region 3. I mean, if Bath didn't have it, you would think halfway at Enmore, where the government boasts of so much services that they're giving to the people on the East Coast. You would expect them to have what is needed there.
Yep.
And then to tell the mother that they try contact the Georgetown Public Hospital that has the facility and everything.
No
they
space.
don't have space. Yeah. Something is definitely wrong. And people need to stand up. People need to understand that the services, whether it's health, education, in this case it's health and social services, nothing worked for them. All of the expenses that they incurred is from their pockets. These are poor people from Cotton Tree Village, These are poor people. I really don't understand. This mother is hurting. This is a mother that went through a cesarean. You understand? When she said that she had from her waist down was numb, she went through the process of taking an epidural, which is an injection in your back that numbs everything and stops you from moving. And a mother knows when something is wrong with her child and got to make so much effort while in so much pain just to look after her baby. It's something I heard her when she said 4 o'clock in the morning, she baby crying. She's still numb from waist down because the surgery was late in the night. Yeah. Calling for the nurse to come look at the baby and nobody came. I heard her say that. It's painful. This is a young mother in this oil producing nation. They shouldn't have to go through that. It's just a sad state.
So I'm calling on the Minister of Health, Frank Anthony, the RHO for Region 5, Minister Sonia Parag, you're the minister representing Region 5. I'm calling on Minister Vindia. This mother, she needs her clinic card. Imagine a clinic card misplaced at the Bath Regional Hospital. So I'm calling on you guys to ensure that you meet with this family. Because if God forbid anything happened to this baby, right, the government will be held responsible. They will be held responsible. Because they had so many flaws from when she gave birth to West Dem Hospital.
And my baby's still using medication right now.
She's still on medication.
Yep, she's still on seizure medication. 6 in the morning, 6 in the night. Yep.
Oh, baby's still on medication?
Seizure medication, sir.
No, well, this is urgent. This needs urgent attention. So I'm calling on these failures that we have to deal with. Imagine from 2020 to 2026, close to $1 trillion spent. Close to $1 trillion spent through the Ministry of Health for health care, hospitals, health centers, medication, specialized equipment, and yet, over 5 newborn babies, I heard, die at the same Bath Regional Hospital. So we will get down to the bottom of that too.
Yes, sir.
So once again, I wish you all the best.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
happy to see the little princess.
Yeah.
She's pretty, and God save her, not man.
Yes, thank you so much, sir.
Right?
Yes.
And once again, I'm calling on the government. Please ensure you reach out to this family and let her get some justice. Let her get some justice. It's not easy what she went through. Thank you.